We're joined by Heineken Man of the Match, Ariel Lassiter. If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll get started with Franco, then Jose. We'll go to the back.
Every 2 goals on the day for you, so I'm sure from an individual standpoint, there's a good feeling in there. But obviously, the performance, especially in the first half, Phil just talked about it honestly and said it wasn't good enough. Just what's your feeling post game right now?
Yeah, I would agree with the performance of the team. You know, I don't think it was our best performance, but the important thing is that, you know, we win even though we have performances like that. And on the individual side, happy to finally, you know, put 2 in the back of the net in the final third piece for me. But now I'm just continuing to look forward and hopefully do it on the weekend as well.
Next question, Jose.
Ariel, quisiera preguntarte si sientes que el hecho de poder finalmente conectar con el gol puede ser algo que te pueda ayudar de aquí en adelante. ¿Sientes que eso es algo que te estaba haciendo falta, que necesitabas para ganar quizás ese poquito más de confianza y poder aportarle un poco más a este equipo?
Sí, obviamente es algo muy importante para mí. La confianza no creo que me estaba faltando, nada más que ver la pelota entrar al marco, ¿verdad? Es lo más importante y ahora seguir trabajando para el equipo y lo que ocupa el equipo.
Next question back there. Then Austin, and then Michelle.
Franco, I think, covered what I was initially going for, but you have experience in this league, and this is a team that is many new players to the league. How do you see yourself in your performance as far as leading the way of striving to where this team should go?
I think the important thing is just to trust the coaching staff and to really buy into what the team and what the club is trying to do. Like Phil said in the past, as long as we're one unit moving in the same direction with the same goal, all the results and the things that we want to see on and off the field will follow.
Next question, Austin, then Michelle.
Congrats on the goals. I was wondering about the first one. You seem to have switched sides with Everson, and then your goal ended up coming on from the left. Was that like a tactical switch? It seemed like you guys on the right, when you were on the right side, you were struggling a little bit to connect with Yedlin going forward and trying to get the ball into the box, but then Vasilev hooked you up pretty well on the left side. Was that a tactical switch, or did that just happen with the run of play?
Actually, Phil told me to go onto the other side. I think the early opportunities that I had on the right side, I should have done much better with. I was kind of a little bit caught in between minds. Just trying to find that extra pass, find a better opportunities, higher percentage of opportunities. But once I knew that ball was coming on the left side, I only had one thing in mind.
Next question, Michelle.
Hi, Ari. 2-part question. One, could you just tell us what you were feeling when you scored that goal, first goal of the season, and also the momentum that it gave your team going into halftime, considering that Tormenta really kind of dominated the half, but you got to sort of deflate them with that goal? That's the first part. Second part is Phil said that he just felt that some guys on your team maybe thought it would be easy and that the attitude wasn't there at the beginning. Did you get that sense that your team didn't take them seriously enough?
You know, well, on the first part, a lot of confidence for me to put that ball in the back of the net. And obviously for the team, like you said, it just kind of gave us that little bit more confidence going into the second half. And yeah, you know, these games aren't easy. You know, sometimes the stadium might not be full, or it might not feel like a high pressure game. But with the experience that I have going into these games, they're never easy. You have to get up, you have to prepare even more for these games. And Tormenta is a good team, and luckily we were able to put away the chances that we had because they had quite a few.
Go back to Franco.
I think maybe a little bit of both. I think the balance between being mentally focused in the game and doing the small things correctly, and just the level of intensity and attention to detail, you know, just little passes, little mistakes that we do that give them life. In games like this, you can't allow the other team to get any type of momentum, because it gives them hope. And, you know, a team like that with hope and some quality, they can do damage. And so, like I said before, thankfully put one in the net, able to give us a little bit more confidence, a little bit of breathing room, and go into the second half a little bit more comfortable.
We'll go back to Michelle.
Ari, I want to ask you, because you were very close to the WWE match that was breaking out there on the sideline. What happened? I mean, you were the one involved in the foul, I think, in the play. What happened there between Robbie and their player from what you saw?
To be honest, I had no idea. You know, when I turned away and then I turned back, I just saw Robbie and their center back on the floor. So my initial thought was just to go over there and get Robbie out of there, for him to not get into any more trouble, and to protect him and let the boys take care of the rest. But it happens, you know, in games like this, it could be quite a scrappy moments and stuff like that. But we have to be able to keep our heads in games like this.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ari, and thank you, everyone.
Thanks,
Have a
guys.
good night.